Welcome to our channel and welcome to our garden. A lot of people ask, when can I pick my tomatoes? Can I pick them early when they look like this? Well, we are going to answer those questions for you today and why you might want to pick them early or have to pick them early when they do look like this. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about two reasons why you may want to pick your tomatoes early. The first one is weather. So certain environmental conditions, especially temperature, will cause you to have to pick your tomatoes early. And if you don't pick them early, you may lose them. So right now in East Texas, it's 103 degrees. When it is above 85 degrees Fahrenheit, tomatoes will drastically slow their ripening process. So a Homestead tomato like this, which may normally take 20 to 25 days from the time the flower is pollinated to actually come to ripening, fully red, it may be extended another 20 to 25 days. So you're looking at potentially a 50-day ripening process for a tomato. Now that can also happen when temperatures fall below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the reason I don't want to leave these out here longer than I have to is because I have a lot of bug pressure. Now I am implementing different types of control methods for those two pests. However, in this heat, it's just not being as effective as it normally is. So the best thing for me to do if I don't want to lose a lot of tomatoes is to pick them early. Now you can see this tomato is in an intermediate stage of ripening and it does have some stink bug damage and it is perfectly fine to pick. So tomatoes have varying stages of ripeness, and once they get past this pale green color and get a little bit of a yellow hue, you can pick it and it will ripen inside in a room temperature environment. Tomatoes give off ethylene gas when they start to ripen, and they start that process right when they get that yellow hue on it. Let's take a look at some of our San Marzano tomatoes here. You can see this one is that pale green color and it is actually very solid. It is very hard. So this one is not ready to pick at all if you needed to pick it early. However, this one next to it, you can see this orangish hue on it, this little bit of yellowness, the one behind it as well, and the one over here in the back. If you needed to, you could pick these early and ripen them inside. So a lot of people ask, well, is the taste any different? Well, honestly, I have not found the taste to be that much different. If I pick them in those beginning stages and let them ripen inside on a nice say north-facing windowsill or somewhere in the house where there's not direct sunlight, but there is light, and they are surrounded by other tomatoes because they're all giving off that ethylene gas at the same time and helping to ripen one another. And picking them early is not going to hurt them or the plants, so don't worry about that. Let's take a look at a few more. We have some great candidates down here on this San Marzano plant. We've got this one right here, which would ripen perfectly inside. Obviously, this one is in a later stage. This one right here has already started the ripening process, but not this one. And of course, we've got these two right here, which would ripen perfectly indoors, but not this one. Now, additionally, if you have a tomato plant like this, which is struggling with some disease that still has tomatoes on it, you can pick these early so you don't lose the tomatoes as well. So this one I will pick off, and the one behind it, I'll let it go for a few more days to see if it'll ripen up, and it should just get that little yellow hue on it, and then I can pick this one. And that goes for any tomato variety like these Homestead tomatoes and those big Brandywines down there. So if you have any environmental issues or any bug pressure that you cannot control, then you can pick them early so you do not lose most of your harvest. That's a beautiful thing about growing tomatoes, is that they do that ripening from the inside out. If you find this type of information helpful, like the video and subscribe because we have a lot more to offer you here. If you have any questions or comments, leave them for me in the comments section below. Now go check out this video right here, which shows you the importance of shading your tomatoes during the hot summer. Have a beautiful, blessed day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.